We are now 5 wide. Presented by Quick Trip's quality gasoline guarantee. It's just another way Quick Trip has you covered.
Oh, what's going on? We're 5 wide over here. Brian Noe in for Zabe. Josh Albrecht with us. Of course, John Kuhn. Brian Butch. How's the day going, fellas? So I heard you set me up for failure yesterday is what happened.
That's not what was said at all.
Did that. I think
me versus Zabe? Me versus Zabe?
Oh, yeah.
Did you try to influence?
The bad take brigade was out yesterday trying to put a tally up for bad takes out of you and Zabe. Zabe's been notorious for some bad takes, said that the Packers should forfeit a game that they ultimately won a few years back. And, your no chili take has a lot of legs, a lot of really bad legs.
Yes.
You know what? The intention today, Kuhn, is to go get some chili.
Oh, now it's...
Oh, you're going to do that?
Last segment or 2 segments.
How are you going to do that?
I got to do
Champagne.
it.
You got to go to Natty Oaks to get a big old bowl of
I know.
chili.
He's not going to have the best chili.
Yeah.
But he's never had chili, period.
But I want to try chili to get you guys off my back here a little bit.
Well,
and to have a life experience, You got to have life experiences. So I think, what was it? 7?
Chili's a life experience. Man, you live a sheltered life.
He does.
Well, it is if you haven't had it, What did you say? 7 Saint? Is that what it's called?
I think so. I don't know.
Okay. Do you are you skeptical if somebody leaves a review and says it's the bomb? Are you like, oh, it sounds legit? Or are you like, I don't know if I can go by that?
If it says male age 40s, no, because that's what he grew up saying. If it's, a 60-year-old or a 20-year-old, I'm going to question that one. I'm going to wonder where they got that word.
Yeah, like maybe you're not using that correctly.
If it says male 20s and it says it slaps, probably going to go try that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
but what about if it's Armin? Because I could see Armin using all of them. Armin could say the bomb. He could say it slaps. He could say it rocks. He could say a bunch of stuff. Armin might be the exception.
Armin's odd. Nobody really knows how old Armin is. He looks like he's young. He's actually
71.
Old. Yeah. He has the knowledge of a 80-year-old, but the life experiences of a 20-year-old. It's wild. He's one of the most unique people you'll ever meet in your life.
By the way,
and you'll probably never meet him because he's been on vacation the whole time you've been here.
Correct.
By the way, Kuhn and Butchie, when you threw out the question of me or Zabe hosting, when every now and then there was just this black sheep that said something positive about me, were you just like, why, what you don't have it figured out about
it's
this
not
guy?
There wasn't anything positive about you. This was like the battle of 2 poor election candidates. It was who's the worst. Okay, and I'm voting for the other guy.
So that's as positive as it got.
Well, you gotta understand Zabe's listeners. They got a certain way about them, and it's great.
What is that way, John?
Well, they love to give Zabe grief, and that's the number one thing of a Zabette is how much grief can we give Zabe. So naturally, you're falling into that role here, Brian. So it's who can we give more grief to? Who do we think's takes are worse? And whoever's takes are worse, then we'll pick the other guy.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair enough.
It's like a way to. It's like a reverse win. It's almost like golf. The lowest score actually wins.
It's about survival. Yeah.
But relegation was not your bad take.
You're with me on that.
We have told you about this. Yes,
okay. So what would you say were the bad? I don't know if takes. I don't know if I should automatically pluralize it. There might just be one that was the exception. I don't know.
Chili, beef jerky, Beatles, fan relegation. Lying on air and playing it off like it was no big deal. Should I continue? Should I continue?
Please.
That was just fun. Sorry, that was just a joke. No, you got to have some fun.
Good jokes are fun. Yeah.
I was curious, John, Brian.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever have a goldfish growing up?
Probably.
No, because they die.
Oh, do they die?
Yeah, they die.
Typically, they do.
Even if they have long tails. Yes,
according to Brian, no, they can last 15 years. He had one that lasted 15 years.
Yep.
I've known people to keep their goldfish alive to the point where these fish grow to the size of a bluegill.
Right.
They're about
right. So of course,
big,
Brian would have said, as he tells the story, how much larger his goldfish
That was
got.
just his tail. His
Yeah.
tail got bigger.
His tail just got bigger.
His tail
Just
was,
the tail.
Yeah, the tail was. he was
Everyone on
still
the talking
same
text
size.
line
You know, they say-
immediately said
They
he's
say
lying.
with people, your nose and your ears never stop growing. That's why older men just had these floppy Dumbo ears and these humongous schnozzes. You mean to tell me goldfish, their tails never stop growing?
I don't know
Everything else
about
stops?
goldfish in general. I'm just telling you about Frankie. Frankie was the same size, but his tail was crazy long, elaborate. Some would say
there's a
breathtaking.
reason that they say fish tails exist, and I'm not talking about like fish tails actually. Like,
Mhm.
that you go out fishing, you catch a 6-inch fish or whatever, and all of a sudden by the time you actually get in, it's a 12-inch and so forth, and it's all
Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's going on here.
No, it's not.
You're a proven liar.
No,
All right, that's
no,
true.
No,
You
no,
ruined
that's
our
not true.
thread.
You
I'm
are
a
a
proven.
proven liar.
No. I am a truth teller. I'm a proven jokester, is what I am. I am
Oh,
not
okay,
a proven
okay.
liar. Not because if I were a proven liar, I wouldn't have set the record straight. I would have just said, "Yeah,
So
it was
are
the
you-
Coke commercial, Jonathan Davis," and I would have just left that lie there. But no, setting the record straight, just a joke. That's all, just a joke.
Oh, okay. So you're more like a white lie guy.
No, not even a white lie guy.
But that's
I
a white
won't-
lie. You lied.
It's not a lie at all. It's a joke.
Okay. All right.
You ever play?
Don't people laugh at jokes?
You ever pull April Fool's Day trick on someone?
No, I
Yeah.
like being honest to people. I don't want to steer them in any wrong direction.
I did one time. There was an
Oh,
elaborate April Fool's Day with my sister. So I said my car is broken down. It's broken. Now there's a reason for this because my nephews were very young at the time and they didn't realize what would be like a harmless prank and what would be like, no, that's not cool. You can't do that. And so I was just like, hey, my car is broke down, flat tire, yada yada. And so my sister homeschools the boys. So there's this whole thing. Lying is exhausting. I would be a horrible liar. But for this prank, for this joke, I had to have my whole story straight. I tried to change the tire. My jack is broken. I called a local repair shop. They can't come here. My only hope is you. Okay.
How
Drops
gullible is
everything.
your sister that you said your car's broke down? I got a flat tire. Well, your car's is it
Not
broke down
gullible
or
at
do
all.
you have a flat tire? Which one
I
is
just
it?
have a flat tire. Says I have a flat tire. I'm stuck. I'm stranded. You know, I'm a salesman, John. I'll sell this.
Okay.
You know? And so she's like, I'm there for you. I felt horrible because I'm like, man,
Now you said your.
Did she ask you where you
said your
placed
daughter
the
had
jack?
young
Did you
kids.
put the jack in the right spot on the car?
we didn't get into specifics.
Oh, that's her.
You know, she
problem.
trusts me because I'm trustworthy. You
Hmm.
know, I tell the truth.
Now-
Or
now
she has bad
did she have
judgment.
young kids at this point?
Yes, very.
You
young.
are just a mean person then.
I-
You are
you know,
just a mean person.
It was
Do you know
for the
how
joke.
hard it is to get kids out the door? Do you know what you have to do to get kids out the door? You
I
are
taped it
just a-
too. I'll
you
try
are
to
a
find it for
mean
you.
Person. You
I'll
are
try
not
to
a
find
mean
it.
Person.
I'll try to
Your
find it for you.
dad is
Not
the
when they're
state
homeschooling, Butch.
bowling
Not when they're
husband
homeschooling.
cheater.
I acted
Homeschooling,
like
you
I
just
was.
wrap them up. Just
I acted
scoop
like
'em
I
up,
was
get
on
'em
the
in car.
phone with the repair shop. I was just recording their reactions. I'm like, yeah, it's the back right tire. I walk over there. I'm recording them. I act like I'm on the phone. And I just go, April Fools. And my young nephew, Ty, I don't know. He was maybe 5 at the time. He was pretty young.
Yeah, you're not sure because he hates you now.
He just went into the car. He was mad at me. He's mad at me that it was just a joke.
Oh, weird.
He probably didn't get to eat breakfast. He probably didn't get to get his snack. He didn't get his car snack. He didn't have his water bottle with him. Yeah, exactly. You're a mean person.
Not as mean as the bowling coach, but
No, correct.
Oh,
you
man.
mean you see that story, guys?
Oh yeah, yeah, unbelievable.
John, did you see
no,
that?
it's not
I did
bad.
not see the bowling
It's not
coach
bad. I
story.
mean, there's
So,
no rules against this.
Stephen F. Austin,
What?
Yeah.
University in Texas, head coach, married to the assistant coach. Assistant
Okay.
coach is the husband,
that.
ends up
Okay.
cheating on the head coach's wife with a female bowler from the team.
Yeah.
I did see
Then
that.
when asked about it, says, well, I kind of knew it was a no, but it's not
What
like
part? The cheating. The
there's
cheating
anything
on
wrong
the
with it
person,
besides,
your
you know.
coaching. The there's like 4 or 5 things that could be wrong. Like what didn't he think was wrong? That's the first thing that I
Well, according to him, apparently it's only, the only real problem is if it's breaking a law.
Mm.
You can do whatever you want as long as it's not breaking a law. Otherwise, it's just an ethics thing. It's just a no.
morals. there's a reason
You don't need any of
mention,
those.
like morals clause in contracts all the time. Like, those
Almost
are
the same
real.
as just lying to people,
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Jokes, Josh.
Yeah,
Jokes.
jokes. All jokes.
Pranks. Was Ashton Kutcher just lie? Is he the biggest liar on the planet when he had punked? And they're just setting up scenarios that aren't true.
Oh,
Is he a liar?
That's actually a good.
No,
good
because
pull
once
by you.
again, as you said,
Hmm?
he let the cat out of the bag at the end.
But that's exactly what I've done every single time.
So what does that it just makes it annoying then, I guess?
It's
Maybe,
just a-
depending on your
just
point
a
of
bunch
view.
of April Fools that aren't on April Fools.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fun shtick. Yeah. Hey, Butchie, I know
Yeah.
that you guys are going to get into this, but I wanted to know your reaction to what Jim Ozarski told us earlier in the show when we were talking about Chris Middleton, because as you know, I worry about a lot of things.
Mhm.
And I was worried about how long this was going to take for one of the sides to put out an offer, make a decision, find out if he's going to return to the Bucks or not. Jimmy O said there's a very, very good chance he's coming back, and that we'll know sooner than later.
Yeah, I completely agree. This is Josh. This is more of a hey, let me get my guaranteed deal for a longer couple of years.
Yeah.
Right. Like I might take a smaller up front, knowing that I'm going to get because in the NBA it's all guaranteed. So as soon as you sign that deal, you're good.
By the way, Butchie, can you do that though? Because the thing with the Players Association, if you opt out of your final year, you can't accept a deal that's less money, I think, in that first year. You would know better than me.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. It might be. I'm not 100% sure on that, Brian, either. But
Yeah.
that might be the case. But then if they do that, then the back end will fall. Will be lower, but it'll be guaranteed deal.
Right.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, again, it's the capology people that are way smarter than I am when it comes to this stuff.
Mhm.
But I know that like the reason the opt out happened is because Chris is looking for that long term deal where it will be more guaranteed money throughout the term of the career of the deal versus hey, let me get the player option. What was it? 30 million? Is that what I is
40.
40, sorry,
40 million.
40.1.
And then all of a sudden now you play that out. What happens after that? Let's say he signs a deal for 120. Well, he just netted $80 million for
Mhm.
sure. Right.
Yeah.
Like, so I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's the, but I do think it's from everything that I've seen, and now I'm not Kendrick Perkins. I haven't seen, Chris Middleton grow to 7'4". I haven't seen those reports. So you've seen that. That's pretty funny. He goes on ESPN and he says, yeah, Kuminga, he's 7'4" now. No, haven't seen that. That being said, Perk, do your job. That's a whole different story. That's
What do you
That
got against
He's an
Perk?
entertainer.
What do you got
Nah,
against
far
Perk?
from entertainer. You didn't know what I'm talking about, right? He
With
went
the
on ESPN Live.
No.
Kaminga?
Live. Yes. Did you see this, Brian?
No, I didn't.
Oh my goodness, it's out there. If you look up Kendrick Perkins, he went out there, recently on social media, everyone saying, "Oh my gosh, look at how tall this is." They've, they're now 7'4". They've grown 100. So it's been over their social media. Perk went on ESPN when they were talking about what Golden State should do in the draft and if they should trade Kuminga and all these other things. He goes, "No, he's the youth moving forward. He is the youth moving forward." And from all reports that I'm seeing, he's 7'4" now. He's growing that much. You have to invest in the youth. And this has been like, it was. I saw it. I go, Perk, you got to check your facts before this actually, before you go on national television, Brian. That'd be like you going on the weekends and running with this without actually knowing it's true.
Yeah.
Like Fox Sports executives would be like, "You're an idiot. What are you doing? What are
Sure.
you doing?"
Yeah.
So anyways, but from everything that I've seen, Chris is planning to come back with it. It's in play. It's just now, how do you make it for longer? How do you make sure he gets his guaranteed deal so he's happy?
Hey, by the way, with the 60th overall pick, if the Bucks do utilize that pick, what do you think the chances are that you've heard of the guy that they just drafted?
No chance.
Zero.
Well,
There's no chance.
no, I mean,
Butchie said it's a developmental guy. Developmental guys we never hear of because they're not the guys that we're used to seeing.
Yeah.
it depends. I just have a hard time believing that they just stay pat. I truly believe that there will be a move.
Okay. Who do they move?
I mean, I think, and I know they're trying this with Grayson Allen, but
Mhm.
in general, I do think that it's one of those where, like, you look at what has played out so far.
What has played out?
Boston
Right.
is making moves. Like, your wing play isn't strong enough. You do. Like, Joe Ingles, Grayson Allen, it's not good enough. Like, Giannis covers it a lot up. But if Giannis gets hurt, we've talked a lot about it. The fact of injuries over the last 2 years, which is true. Brian, I don't know how you feel about this. First time I've had a chance to talk to you about this, but like the Bucks, when their big three have been healthy, have not lost. They haven't, right? Chris Middleton goes down against Boston last year.
Mhm.
Giannis goes down, doesn't play in 3 games against Miami. When they have been healthy, they
Yep.
have not lost. You can only use that for so long. And then you need to overcome that.
Right.
And-
It's
and-
crazy because the NBA is a little bit more like the NFL now with the amount of injuries.
Yeah.
We always talk about injuries and who's the healthiest come NFL playoffs. That matters a ton. We're seeing way more attrition in the NBA playoffs than we
Oh.
used to.
Way. So it's nuts. I'm just thinking
Because they
it's gonna be
don't
a-
train for it.
I know it, right? The load management stuff can work against you. Stan Van Gundy's been yelling about that for a while now. He's right.
But
It's-
also, when organizations are saying, I'm paying these guys $200 million, I don't want them to get hurt before the playoffs. That's fine. That's the stance we're going to take. But how do you get through the playoffs? How do you get through the playoffs when you got to play upwards of 30 games to win a championship? You haven't really forced that load during the regular season. How do you prepare for it?
Hey, real fast, what would be a worse outcome? Would it be I refuse to try chili, or I say I'm going to try it and I hate it?
No, I'd rather have
Do
you,
you mean
say,
for
you gotta
the
try
fan
it.
reaction?
yeah.
You got to
Your
try.
I'd rather-
reaction.
I'd rather have you
your
try it
reaction.
and hate it.
Yeah,
At least
Try
you
it
gotta
and hate
try
it.
it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know which one's worse. If
Yeah.
he tries chili and he hates it, he's a weirdo. If he doesn't try it at all,
He's living.
he's
with
just
cats.
a con
It's
artist.
already
Right.
weird.
I don't know which
Some
one's
normal
worse. To
people
be a
live with
creep or a
cats.
con artist. Which one's worse? Someone pick for me.
I know we're on our way out here, but we have that Perkins sound. Here's what Butcher was talking about. There you go.
He's 6'7".
Yeah, I know what
He's
he's
6'7".
saying. But he's trying to make an analogy here that you have to grow, and he's saying he has grown, and he makes a joke that he's grown in height, but he really is implying that he's grown.
Oh, so he pulled a
There's
Brian.
no
No, he
joke
tried.
to
He
this,
tried
John.
making a
No.
joke.
No, it's
John,
not that
this has been a
I
viral.
firm-
There's
I
no
firm-
joke.
Yeah, I firmly believe he's trying to make an analogy here. Like he's grown to 7'2". He came in at 6'7" with this athletic talent, but with this talent now he plays like he's 7'2".
You on Perk's
think it's-
payroll with that take?
No, I
Hey,
just try and
You're
give
a
him
national
perspective.
TV,
Listen,
and that's the take.
I've
That's
worked with the man who's
ridiculous.
said things for the last 3 years, so I know what he's saying, but nobody else does because
That's
I think I know who you're talking about.
I like that take because I'm moving up the ladder. I'm
Yeah.
moving up the ladder. My Q rating is going up.
These all help you,
This
Brian.
helps
Yeah.
me.
Hey, Brian, if you like it so much, use it this weekend. All right. Let me know when that phone call comes.
let me know how that works out for you.
Let me know how that works out for you.
All right, 9 to noon coming up. Keep it locked right here on the game.